After nearly 4 years off the air, Showtime's supernatural darling returns with a provocative new entry that leaves gloomy Victorian London behind for the sunny skies of Los Angeles circa 1938. But don't let these calming, warm waters fool you. Penny Dreadful, City of Angels is just as harrowing as its predecessor.
Santa Muerte chose you. There is a great battle coming, and it's here and now!
Leading the supernatural charge in this new iteration is Game of Thrones' Natalie Dormer, who plays a dark goddess called Magda. While not all of her intentions are laid bare in the premiere, it appears that she's attempting to infiltrate various facets of Los Angeles' political and social spheres in order to create more chaos and death. But the really cool aspect of Magda is that she has the ability to take the appearance of anyone she chooses. It appears that Dormer is having a lot of fun portraying these different versions of herself, reminiscent of Tatiana Maslany's memorable performance in Orphan Black. And whether she's playing a seductive goddess decked out in tight black leather or an ambitious secretary, Dormer excels every time. The other supernatural force to be reckoned with is Lorenza Izzo's Santa Muerte, the angel of holy death and Magda's sister. It appears that Logan is going to challenge the cliche version of death from a stoic and indifferent figure to a person the viewer can actually relate to. Unlike her sister, Santa Muerte doesn't get out much unless it has to do with ferrying the dead to the afterlife. But the episode has moments where we get a sense of the emotional toll it takes on Muerte for her to do her particular job. On the non-supernatural side of things, the series is tackling a lot of topics here. Nazi spies, the construction of a massive automotive transit system that will cause thousands of Mexican Americans to lose their homes, and oh yeah, there's also the gruesome ritualistic murder of a Beverly Hills family that needs solving. Collectively, each storyline receives equal attentiveness, but some characters, like Thomas Kretschmann's Nazi-supporting Richard Goss and Michael Gladys's racist Councilman Townsend, are closer to caricatures than fully realized people. While not as much of a head-turner in name or appearance as Dormer, we spend most of our time with LAPD's first Mexican-American detective, Tiago Vega, who makes for an effective central figure due to his connections to both the Caucasian and Mexican communities in Los Angeles. His mother is a devout believer in Santa Muerte and all other supernatural matters, while Vega's LAPD cohorts rely on the evidence they can see with their own eyes. Vega's struggle to cope with the spiritual history of his people and the new world he so desperately wants to fit into provides a satisfying tension that thrums underneath everything else the season premiere is tackling.
And when this world has burned, there will be no one. No one but you and me, sister.
Penny Dreadful, City of Angels may not have familiar literary names such as Victor Frankenstein or Dorian Gray filling out its roster, but it does have a cast of unique characters worth spending some time with. Series creator John Logan has written another haunting entry in his Penny Dreadful universe with a gripping story centered around the racial and political tensions of Los Angeles in the late 1930s. Toss in a memorable lead performance from Natalie Dormer and you have the makings of a great new show if Logan can continue to deliver the goods week after week. If you've been missing your weekly dose of Penny Dreadful, then City of Angels should satiate your thirst. For more TV reviews, check out what we thought of the return of What We Do in the Shadows and what's happening in Season 3 of Westworld. And for everything else, subscribe to IGN wherever you like to watch.